Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Nyra Wulfenshade, the Lady Ghost Wolf here. We are going to continue going through our post-Heavensward quests. So, we'll just hop right on into it. Let's see here. How far are we into these? We probably need to go see what quest we're on. And, okay, we need to speak to Ulfenold. Alright, Ulfenold. Winning over the Wyrm. Okay, winning over the Wyrm. Okay, we are on patch 3.3, Revenge of the Horde. We got 3 more patches after that till we hit Stormblood, so looks like we're going to be unlocking a instance and trial, I think. And then we'll get some achievements, and then another instance, achievement, and an instance, and achievement. And then some other stuff. Alright. So, let's hop right on into it. And welcome everybody who's here. I hope y'all have a nice experience. Yeah. Alright. Winning over the Wyrm. Ulfenold says, though I expected no better answer from Vidolfnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what is the ire of one great Wyrm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. Emmerich is after you, Master Ulfenold. Oh, where's Emmerich? Oop. Okay. Let's see here. What was it that we were doing? I think we're going to talk to Heavensward. I think that's what we were doing. So, all right, let's go to Moghulm. Yeah. All right. Here's Emmerich. Hail Sir Emmerich. Cutscene. No. Alright. Emmerich said, I had heard tales of a world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Ulfenold says, few live to see such wonders. I am reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estidian and Lady Iceheart yet walked at our side. Churning Miss Muggle comes up behind the three of us and says, Poo-poo-poo? Is that you, Nyra? We all turn. Ulfenold says, aye, if it isn't Cherry Miss Muggle says, don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together. We all look at Ulfenold. Cherry Miss Muggle says, but at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Nyra? Uh-oh. I don't. Okay. Do you remember the Muggle? Do you say, how could I forget you, Moglin? Of course I do, Moghan. Apologies, friend, but all Muggles look the same to me. What should I pick? 1, 1, 2, or 3. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by 2. 1? Okay. Charming Miss Muggle says, How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Moghon, the courageous Muggle who guided you to Zenith Kupul. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Moghon Kupul? Moghon says, another audience with old Heavensward. Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupul. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the great Wyrm's ears easily enough. Alphanold says, That is good to hear, Moghon. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. We all nod. Moghon says, Now that was unexpected, Kupul. Chieftain Moglen will want to hear about this. And he zoomed off. Alright. Let's go teleport because we can. Alright. Yeah, we need to go up. Here we go, destination. Rudolph Sneer says, You dare summon me again, mortals.
Great Racevelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Racevelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
Racevelga's translation is, To parley, thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother. Everybody's shocked. How did you know?
saw mine intent.
Grace Vulgar's translation is, I but read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scare the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the mortal of our brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that accursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind became unto me the harbingers of despair. Heresvalgar's translation is, 'Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as they see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming, that thou wouldest dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Heresvalgar's translation is, Perceiveth thou such light in the dusks of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back?
Heresvalgar's translation, He is so piteous, deluded, he is so. The child did learnt her past sins, and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Horace Volgener's translation is, "Spare me thine idle philosophy, even were there a mote of trust in thy reasoning. What of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals?"
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Wyrm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
And he will not. Horace Volgener's translation is, "Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and, by example of thy righteousness, persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred." Oh, everybody can see him now. So the little dragonet that's been following the Warrior of Light around, Midgarstromer, has just appeared, and he says, "Heed me, my child. The servants of Hyderlin envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well." And everybody can see him, and currently Amaric's staring at him with his mouth gaped open. And then he looks at the Warrior of Light. So Midgarstromer continues, and he says, "Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? Is it not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee on to greater remorse." Okay, we have three choices of what we can say. We can say, while this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain, or help us save our companion, or ... So, 1, 2, or 3. Any takers? 1, 2, or 3. 1 is, while this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain. 2 is, help us save our companion. And 3 is basically say nothing with straight outs. 1, 2, or 3. So, eeny, meeny, miny, moo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. We do that. Unless someone says something. Okay. Dots. Alright. Heavensward's translation is, what? No words for me, warrior? I take it thou art resolved to act, rather I aid thee or no. I do admire thy determination. Alright, he continues and says, hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Ratatoskar once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. Does that mean we get to fight this dragon now? There's a muggle. Alright, we talked to Amaric. Amaric says, I believe I spied a Wyrm landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Heavensward spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Alright. And Proteus Wyrm says, my broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. It has just opened up, I think, an instance? I think it's an instance. Yeah, it's an instance. Well, let's try to join as DPS, and if it takes too long, then we'll switch to heals. Apparently I'm really impatient today because I'm gonna switch now. Alright, yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Commence. We're waiting on a DPS to click. Commence. Alright. Correct. the neck. Wiggle the shoulders. Alright, here we go. Brand new instance. Heals. Let's see. Alright, close the map. Hit the wood. Get your buff. Who's the tank? Way ahead. Okay. Okay. Do we need switching spells? Don't look like it. Yeah, looks like everything's working. Okay. Alright. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. Hot on myself because I don't take much damage. I don't. Looks like everybody's got a debuff. What is that? Oh, damage over time. Yeah, let's get rid of that. They got 2 seconds on this. Okay, that's fine. Boss fight. Looks like chieftain. Why are we fighting the chieftain? Heh. Doing AoE. Got hot on everybody? Alright. Okay. And off we go. Not too hard. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Fast tank. Mm. Ooh, I don't remember this boss. Some sort of dodge mechanic? Guess I'll find out. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay. Guess this is a little storm cloud. Ow. Oh, easy. Ouch. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, I need hearts indeed. No. Okay. Oh, it's down. Yeah, it's down. Okay. Right, there we go. And there we go. Right. Next section. Oh, hello. Oh, he said, Havasner said, "Thou hast weathered my trial thus far, but I am not convinced. I will try thy limits." Hmm. The Blizzard Dragon. Okay. It's getting more hot. Health's going down ever so very slowly. Good tank. Okay. Yeah, cutscene. Let me see how to boss. Is this the final confrontation? Sprint! Sprint, little girl! Sprint! There we go. buster. Okay. Tank busters go. It was not very big. Yay! Oh. The sky is the domain of dragons. How wilt thou contend with such mastery? Ooh. Well, that's not good. Okay. Survive that. Stack. Right there. Let's put that down. Okay. Put a little hot on the tank, because the hot never hurt anybody. Spread out. Ouchies. Condense in for pretty little AoE hot. Use channeling. It says fight on warrior, press thy attack. Uh-oh, it's slippery. We can probably slide right now. Nope. Okay. Okay. There we go. This is not easy navigating slippery. So, okay. No more slippery. Spread out. Okay. And boss down. Okay. What say you, Advolsner? Do we prove ourselves? He just flies away, apparently. Scaredy dragon. Alright, we have a cutscene. Oh, he didn't entirely fly away. Okay. Makes more sense. Okay. Heavensward says, even bereft of an eye, my brood brother was a fearsome foe indeed. But having tasted thy strength firsthand, I do begin to see how thou didst bring him low. Hydralyn chooseth her servants well. Very well. I shall trust in the seed of man one last time. By thy deeds shall the flickering hope that lingereth yet within my heart be kindled anew, or extinguished forever. Such a look on the warrior's face. I think that's Vidifnir on the right. Okay. Horace Vulgar continues and says, that you yet stand is ready proof of your determination, mortals. Let us fight as allies then, and together banish my brood brother's vengeful shade. On my oath, the wrath that once was Nidhogg shall meet its end. This I swear on the memory of my beloved Shiva and on the soul of lost Ysael. Alright, now we get to talk to Ulfenold. Ulfenold says, oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. Amrak says, and had he truly meant us harm, we would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to cheat. His onslaught forced me to recall my training. About the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Moglin shows up and he says, Oh, Kupo, Nyra, let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rapid demon. A name befitting a jester. Okay. Chieftain Moglin continues. Do you see how my wings are knitted? Even my palm aches. Or do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this dribbling, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. Mokan says, what? When I told you about Nyra's trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. Moglin says, that's triple shifts for you, Mokan. He's not going to give you any more information, Chieftain. Mokan sputters. Triple? That's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. We all shrug at each other.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the great Wyrm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread Wyrm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Sounds like now.
Oh, gods.
Oh. It's the guard somewhere.
Is coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
Yay, he speaks a language we can understand.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
Yeah. We all nod. So much nodding and shrugging. probably just throw it on the auction house. Or the market board. Market board. I don't play any other MMOs. No. Okay, Amaric says, Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Havesner. Oh, he's going to give us a lift, isn't he? Translation, he said, know you then what this war partendeth?
Aye. I must return to my city without delay.
Havasner says, then we shall lend you our wings. Let us meet with Nidhogg on the field of battle, and together bring an end to his wrathful song. Oh, here we go. So, the same two dragons that were at the end of the instance we just did. I don't know who the one on the left is, though. But pretty sure the one on the right is Vidolfnir. Alright, let's go. Only one person per dragon? It's a pretty big dragons. Oh, it's this fight. Big dragon bridge fight. Yeah, that was kind of tough. Lucia!
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. We must hold.
Stock to her troops. They're fighting a lot of small dragons. And by small, I mean they're smaller than Vidolfnir. Well, maybe about the same size as Vidolfnir. Smaller than Harris Volgar. Looks like they're being pushed back. They are not doing well. There are more men on the ground than dragons.
Reinforcements!
That was arterial.
Fury. That one is the size of Nidhogg.
Commander!
You are late, warrior of light.
You are late. That smile. We're still dressed in healer clothes. That would be Nidhogg. Or a Stydian, actually. Can we save a Stydian? Alright. Nidhogg's translation is, "Wherefore standest thou with these vermin, brother?" Heavensward says, "Abandon this war shade. Abandon this war shade." The suffering thou sowest serveth no end. The traitor's progeny have learned of their forefathers' betrayal, and seek now to make amends with our kind. Never shall our grief be assuaged nor our loss forgotten, but reconciliation may yet halt the spread of this plague of enmity. Forsake thy vengeance and be at peace. Nidhogg roars. Translation of that roar is, "What soft-headed ramblings are these? Thy delusions with that vile maid hath robbed thee of thy wits. Mayhap her cloying perfume hath made thee forget the stench of our brood sister's life-blood." Oh, you just made him mad, Nidhogg. Heavensward's translation is, "Thou dost speak thus of my beloved?" Nidhogg's translation is, "Ah, so the flames of rage may yet be kindled. I feared thy heart's fire had long since gone out. But waste not thy fury on words, brother. Thou shalt have need of it for battle." He's not doing anything now. Dragons are going to duke it out themselves now? Sure looks like it. Nidhogg's got fire. Okay, so it's a battle of fire and ice. Uh-oh. That's not good, yeah. There goes the tower. Oh! It's flying. Okay. Oh no. Did that just fall and harass Volga? No. Okay, he's good. We're playing chicken underneath the bridge. And we broke it. Oh, that's a nice collision of power. Uh-oh, there's a dragon falling. And the other one chasing it down. Nidhogg's on the bottom, but now they're together, and they just crashed. And there's feathers flying by. Well, that's not good. Nidhogg has one of Vidofnir's wings in his mouth. Did he kill him? That barely needs translation. Nidhogg's translation. Thou art weak, Heavensward, a slithering worm who fawneth on the vermin who should rightly be his prey. For 1,000 years have I fought without cease, and thou dost think to prevail against me. Heavensward's translation. Glory not in thy victory, shade. The battle is not yet won. My power and my hope I have entrusted to another. Oh, he's missing an eye. Nidhogg says, Thine eye! What hast thou done? Ooh. There it is. The Warrior of Light has it. And they have already started to count up. Nidhogg's translation. Fool! Thou wouldst trust a mortal with thy strength? Nidhogg's translation. I know thee. 'Twas thou who didst intrude upon my lair and best the half of me. But now I am whole, and naught in creation shall deny me my vengeance. trial now available. We'll queue up his heels. Clear selection. There we go. Join. So this is about an average of 13 minutes. Okay. No, let's see here. Let's check our stuff. Yeah. Okay. So we've got there. So we've got everything we need. We got eggs. I'm going to sell those while we're waiting. Let's see if we go. Saucer. They've been sitting there for a minute. Let's go get rid of them. Actually, they've been sitting there for more than a minute. They've been there for like, I don't know, a month. So if you got extra triple triad cards and you've already learned them, you can't like learn them again or meet the cards better. But you can come over here to the triple triad trader. And then you sell cards for MGP. So you click on that and then you'll see what cards you have. And if you mouse over them, you'll see there at the little picture icon there at the top left corner of the little tooltip there. It has a little yellow check mark. That means you've learned it. And then you also have the index. So you can sell it. And it gives us the nice little currencies. It's nice. And then you also have the mini mini cactopot burger. This one, let's see here. Purchase tap talk. Okay, so come on, come all. Drawing number 4559 of the cactopot is here. Okay. Care to try your luck with a ticket? Yes. Okay. So you spend 10. And yeah. Okay. So you spend 10, but it's worth it. I don't think I've ever got less than 10. But over here, you need to uncover the numbers to add up to these numbers. So, and it's got to be all in a row or crossways. So like you see the little arrows here. So. Yeah. 6 is going to get you 10k. And as you can see here, nothing is under 10, which is what we spent for the ticket. So you'll always get a little better profit. And let's see here. I think 36 is the lowest. Yeah, it looks like 36 is the lowest. So you at least get, you know, like 24, 20, you know. So yeah, my math is terrible. I'm sorry. I know what's wrong. Okay, so the easiest way to get 6 is probably a 1, a 2, and a 3. So there's a 2. So I'm going to check this one, and it's a 1. So you can scratch 3 of these. So this might be a winning ticket. No, that's not a winning ticket. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So this would add up to 11. So if I pick that, I get 252. And then that's 6. So something over 6 could be here. So any number that we haven't picked yet could be here. So maybe something higher than 6. So let's go with the completely random one. What do we get? We got 144. So we got 22. So it's not too bad. Alright, and we can do more than 1. So let's do 1 more. Alright. And we have a 2 again. That's very encouraging. So this will not be 6. So I can check over here, and that will not be 6. So the only place it could be 6 is this, so I can check it. And obviously that's not 6. That would be 14. Well, over 14, so it'd be... I don't know. Could be interesting. Over 16. No, we'll try that one. So what we got? Okay. Kind of a best. Got one more. And let's see here. That's a 4. We don't like 4s. Well, I mean, 4s are fine, but... Okay. Okay, so there's a chance of going through the middle and getting 6. So I'm going to go with that. And, no, it's not 6. The 3 is over here. So, yep. We got 9, which is not too bad. Not too bad. It's not. There we go. Okay. And you can get all kinds of interesting things, like, let's see. These are hairstyles, so these are different hairstyles. Anything there? No. There? Wait, accessories? No, okay. And then, prize claim. You can get different things here too. Divine shield. Oh, doesn't show the shield. Oh. Oh, that must be invisible? Maybe? Okay. Let's look here. Okay. Bow. It's not a bad looking bow, as far as bows go. Ninja rogue weapons. Okay. Oh, fists. I don't see anything. Huh. Lancer. Dark Knight. It's a decent looking sword. Thought about playing Dark Knight just for that sword because it's awesome. But I had it once and I didn't get it, so I don't know. Warrior and Pally, yeah. Cool. Anything else? Oh, yeah. So alright, that's interesting. Honestly, I think I like the ears the best of this. Alright, Warrior, Dark Knight, same, Lancer, that looks very interesting, okay. Oh, that one's gender. Heh. This is not though. Oh, that is kind of cool, actually. Maybe I'll come back for that. It looks more like a cat to me. Gender. Right. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. It's a bard thing, though. Yeah, well, that makes sense. It's the bard thing. What's this? Kind of looks like Power Ranger stuff. I know it's not, because obviously Power Ranger stuff is different. Dark Knight. Is that the same as the Warrior? Yep, exactly the same. Okay. The Lancer. Got little flags coming off the shoulders. Alright, alright. Oh. We got our cue. Let's cue. Let's go. Kick butt. Alright. I haven't done this in a while, but I do remember it was hard. So... That is a dragon with a temper. Okay. This is not what I meant to cast. Ouch. Yeah, that would be why it was hard. Okay. Let's get out of that. Ouch. Okay. Oh, ouch. Ooh, there is. That person? Okay. Okay, after reason. Don't want your mana yet too low. Obviously. Because if it gets low, then it's a fight to get it back up. Okay. That's Justinian. That is Justinian's spawn. Wow, we needed both those AoEs there. Okay. Okay, we're both white mages. Wish I took note of that first. That's gonna hurt. Yep. And bounce. Okay. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Ouchies. That was overhealing. Oops. Okay. Ouch. Yes, I'll cast that. My mana regen's up. I'm dead. Some kind of here. Don't die yourself. Oh boy. Oops, we did double. Okay. Now we have his stand. Awesome. Is healer still in here? No. Phew. Will we die 3 times there? Stydian.
Stydian!
Those eyes do not look good. Have patience, Elfin.
Is this to be mine end?
Sorry. That was Nidhogg, not a Stydian.
Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
No. Oh. Oh, he just dropped his lance.
This is not your hand, Wyrm.
You go, Stydian.
Thou wilt obey.
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
Well, Stydian, I don't think we're going to finish you now, but let's get these off you. This is going to be
Waste
catastrophic.
your time! Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
Oh, the veins are off his face.
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Oh. A lady's hand just went over Uffenald's. Oh, it's Lady Iceheart. A ghost. And there's a hand over mine. It is Hyoshafont. That's who it is, yeah. Hyoshafont. I just think there for a minute. Hyoshafont. Ghosts of the past helped us. Nice. Squish it, Nyra. Squish it. Looks like Estidian is completely passed out.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Huh. Estidian. Oops.
He lives. Ah, Estidian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Mm. Harris Volganer's translation is, "The Horde have sensed the fall of their master and scattered to the winds."
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Oh, the dragon smiles. Translation for his Volganer. Then our alliance hath served its purpose. Okay, so he turns to the warrior light and says, "Thou didst weld the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill and not mine eye which earned thee victory." I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man. Don't you want your eye back? I mean, you know, I don't mind the extra power, but...
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelgr did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Okay. We're back at the foundation. Alphinold says, through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed, but no. The past is done, and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone, his foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Right. Alphinold continues, your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad, Nyra, and rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more Ikpow victories. Though I must admit that I took greater joy in sensing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Swoosh. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Where do we need to go? Where do we need to go? Oh, there's a shard right down here. Okay. Let's go reading here. Have a look-see at this shard. The pretty little shard. Okay. Where do we need to go? Oh, yeah, okay. We teleport to the Forgotten Night, which is just down the road. Right. Sorry, allergies. Okay. Lucia says, Nyra, Master Alphinold, my honored friends. As if winning Heavensward to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. Alphinold says, mine own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Nyra and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? Lucia says, the Azar Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary where he now resides under the care of our hospital captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But, as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. Alphinold says, but surely... Lucia says, Sir Amaric, is never long from Estidian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmont and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Alphinaud says, very well, First Commander. Come, Nyra. 'Twould seem that we are awaited at Fulltop's Manor. No news. Right. So we go. The last vigil. And back entrance to the manor. Hello, gatekeep. We request entry. Thank you.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength. Mine efforts would have counted for naught had the warrior of light not arrived to challenge the great work. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
But we were just there, Alphinaud.
Our master Alphinaud has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own words. In which respect he has come to resemble you, warrior of light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you need.
Wait, am I seeing that right? It says I can play cards with someone over here. Huh. Guess not right now. That makes sense. Okay, exit. Okay. I think we need to go to the Forgotten Night again. Yep. to the Forgotten Night. Sir Amaric. Amaric says, Nyra, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Ulfinold? Ah, he came to relieve me in my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estidion's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Heavensward's trial and all that followed. Estidion is blessed to have such devoted comrades. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Oh, we get things. Okay, we get a Amaric minion. What's this? Oh, it's a coat. Ooh, a coat. Okay. Accept. Okay. Cutscene. Amaric says. Oops. Sorry. Amaric says, my own friendship with Estidion began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estidion barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two who survived. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, worldly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Ulfinold he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentle chidings of Estidion, Ulfinold has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estidion's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Ulfinold's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Ooh, a door just opened. Temple Herald comes in and says, Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Amaric says, is he? Tell them I am on my way. Quest accepted. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Amaric says, quickly, Nyra, we must go to him. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside significant time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. I hope it's not too long. We should be fine, but...
Estidion.
Ulfinold was crying on the bedside. No, he's not dead. He just opened his eyes.
You little boy. Grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Astinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
We're dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle and trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Mewling?
Oh.
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fibre of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
Dragon rides for the children.
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens
Emeric.
on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
There's a Stydian with no armor and flowers. Flowers in his hands, double weapon. Interesting. Welcome everybody. We're doing post Heavensward quests.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten. The din of war, giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Okay, Is that, nope, almost. I think, oh, it's the Count writing his memoirs, I think. The ones he just read. It's a lot of books. Hey, so those the same flowers? Oh, it's definitely a Stygian's helmet, though. Okay. Okay, this is the last quest of patch, of patch 3.3. More cutscenes. Emmerich says, I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero winding her way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Nyra. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. I am then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? Well, that is an interesting title. Emmerich continues, but these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learnt through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the foundation of our legacy. Emmerich continues after the hero and Emmerich smile at each other. He says, I hear word from Captain Whitecap that Stygian has vanished from his sick room. His willingness survives undiminished. or whose willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he designs to come home. Thank you, Nyra, and please, convoy my warmest regards to Master Ulfenold. Will do, Sir Emmerich. Okay. To the manor. Where is Shard? I think it's around the corner up here. That number? Yep. Here we go. And we go here. And now we get to talk to the gatekeep and go, let us in. Let us in. Thank you, sir. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Alright. Ulfenold. Hail. Ulfenold says, you spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the debris of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. Complete. Right. Okay. In the wake of Ishgard's government reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a section of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Okay. New airship locations. Okay. Who's this? I do not recognize this bloke. He's wearing a crown. And he's talking in his ear like a link pearl. And he's sneering. Ooh. Was he one of the Warriors of Darkness? He may have been a Warrior of Darkness. Oh, yeah. Here's a Warrior of Darkness. Is this Elizabeth? No, Warrior of Darkness says, thank you, blonde hairs. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous us at the usual place. Elizabeth says, all is proceeding as expected then. Warrior of Darkness says, aye. There is naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Oh! Oh, this must be Alice. Thancred. Thancred says, this way. That is not Ulfenold. Warrior of Darkness says, him again. Elizabeth says, it is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. And thus did grey mists give way to azure skies, and man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shattered boughs, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. For the horde. Alright. And I do believe that concludes 3.3. Yep. And we'll start on 3.4. Sorry, I'm still snuffly. Alright. Promises kept. Okay. House Fortup's Knight says, Mistress Wulfenshade, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly prominent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Amaric de Borrel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borrel, cordially invites Mistress Wulfenshade to dine with him at his estate. How scandalous. House Fortup's Knight continues, You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I have a choice of 3. I can say, I should be glad to accept. I can say, I would, but I haven't the foggiest what to wear. Any thoughts? Or, to be honest, I'd rather not. What should I pick? 1, 2, or 3? 1 is, I should be glad to accept. 2 is, I would, but I haven't the foggiest what to wear. Any thoughts? And 3 is, to be honest, I'd rather not. Eeny, meeny, miny, moo. Cut your tiger by 2. If you holler at me. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. I would, but I haven't the foggiest idea what to wear. Any thoughts? Okay. House Fortup's Knight says, you would ask me? Well, I am sure that as a personal friend of Sir Amaric, you are at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. At least, that is what Lord Emma Nell Lane. Okay. At least that is what Lord Nell Lane has been heard to say. I assume the same holds true for ladies. When you are ready, pray report to the Austral Watersham. A man of the House of Borrel shall be waiting near there to escort you the rest of the way. Alpine coat. Actually, I think I do have one of those. I'm curious what will happen if I wear one. Let me see here. Let's use that. And that. Okay. Now, are we just... Yep, our alpine coat. Let's just equip it real quick. Yes, I know. Now I have no armor on, but it'll be fine. So just probably just a cutscene, probably. Let's see what happens. Okay. Where do I need to go? Oh, right. It's labeled. Here we go. Okay. Okay, House Burial Steward. Hail. Greetings and well met, Mr. Wulfenshade. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Burial, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure. But for this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. All right. It's a lovely sitting room. Ooh.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn. I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days. Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Okay, what will I say? I could say 1, through perhaps a bit long, though perhaps a bit long for my liking, or 2, why not join me on the next? And then 3, it wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes. What say you? 1, 2, or 3? So 1 is, though perhaps a bit long for my liking. And 2 is, why not join me on the next? And 3 is, it wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes. 1, 2, or 3. What say you? What say you? What should I pick? What should I pick? I think I'll go with 3, unless somebody says different. Okay. It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes.
Nor would I presume to imply otherwise. Neither I nor any man alive can truly understand what you have endured, and I cannot say with any confidence that I would have acquitted myself as well under the circumstances, much less grown stronger for it. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the Wyrm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you. May I ask a personal question?
Okay.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
The next quest, the next adventure.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
Oh.
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden.
Oh.
Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Oh. It's not good.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Pretty sure it's off an old swim, Alice.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Okay. House full of soaps. Mistress Wulfenshade, shall I get you inside the corner? Yes, please. Grant me entry. Grant me entry. I want to see who this injured person is. That's Alistair, right?
Yes.
Is that... Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder.
Okay.
It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Oh, that's not good.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous.
Yeah.
For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Ooh.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. Oh, you must stop them.
Okay.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
That makes sense.
Of course.
Elfinold. Elfinold says, surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecap and his surgeons. Did they not bring Estidian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? Let's take cash. Okay. Ooh, use a girl. Okay. Elfinold says, so the warriors of darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in the Loth Asnath, when they were confronting Rivana gods, has this been their aim all along? Count Edmund default up says, what do you intend to do, Master Elfinold? Elfinold says, there is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alice risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Nyra, will you accompany me to Zephyriel and help me stop the Exil's ritual? You? I'll come. Count on me. Amric says, given that Ishgard shares a border with the Exil homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions into Corthian lands to a point, but the summoning of our primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Elfinold. The mountains of Ixfendel are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. Elfinold says, the gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emeric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixial rivalries are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Exterior by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. Count Edmund says, in that case, I shall send instructions to a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Exfrental. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixial. Elfinold says, we should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. Amaric says, in the event Mistress Alice regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Elfinold says, then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Alright. Camp Dragonhead. It's you. Hey. Where do we need to go? Oh, right there. Right there. I see it. Let's change our clues. Here we go. Elfinold. Elfinold says, "Have you anything you require then?" Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Natalwang and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Exial warriors, I have been informed that House Frotop's knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gates lies open. We need but walk through. Okay, let's go. Let's get it done. Go that way. Yep. Let's go through the gate. Somewhere in this general direction. Alright, here we go. Steadfast House Fortop's Knight. He says, Mistress Wulfenshade, Master Elfinold, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the First Mountain. Simply put, they are up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zefontal and aid you as you see fit. The enemy, or Elfinold says, the enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with Extriel, but if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. Ooh. Okay, we have an instance open. We may not have time for the instance, so we may have to bail, but hopefully not. Shouldn't take more than a half hour. Clear. Cook. Go. Commence. Alright. That map. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm having issue with my keys. Minor, but still irritating. Okay. Stop. Oh, God. There we go. That damage. Okay. Okay. I just noticed we have a gunbreaker. For a tank. Cool. Come on. Here. Oh, it gives me Custang. Heal. There we go. Oh, tank's out of sight. Here we go. Looks like a wall searching. Clear that for you. Okay, first boss. Is that? Oh, it's like a demon with a balloon. Interesting. Oh, not doing that. Why are you coming to me? It's unnerving. Oh, it's dead. Alright. Oh, no, it's not dead? We have others? What's going on? Well, that don't look good. Oh. Okay. What's this? I don't like the looks of that. Okay, that looks a lot better. Alright. Fresh adult. Start costing stone. That off. It's not cool. There we go. Okay. We'll just grease that. And play catch up. Okay. Dot. One dot. Thank you. And dot. And heal. There we go. Cute little hut. And cost. Okay, there we go. Oh, my sprint's on cooldown. Of course the tank sprints and my sprint's on cooldown. Oops, sorry tank. I did not mean to pull that. Okay, yay, all dead. Oh, we need the bone key apparently. Okay, is that what we need? Yeah, looks like. Okay. Good. Okay, up we go, apparently. Looks like we got a door on the other side. Oh, okay, yeah. Door on the other side. Okay. Go. No. Okay. Go. Change targets. Let's put another. I don't know. I'm wondering about these spikes. Gonna be on the boss or something. Sprint is on cooldown. Oh wow, he goes right for it. Nice. Spikes on the boss. Hot you. Hot you. This is a really big weapon. Ow. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay, so that doesn't win the attack. Continue. Good to know. No. Kills. Cut. Don't launch. Huh. Right here. Oh, ah, dang it. I was moving, I swear. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sprint. Oh. Okay. Upward and onwards. Yay! Okay. Is this the boss? There's trash. Looks like trash. Okay, that's fine. Hot tank. And so, you know what? Can you do it quicker? Holy. Ha. Okay. Put the hot back on there. Oh, looks like we're just teleporting? Yeah, okay. Oh. Wow, that's kind of cool looking little transportation thingamabobber. Fresh. Okay. Oh. Oh Well, it's technically a no-no. Okay, we got another Tailwind Relic. Oh, wait. Oh, we need... Oh, no, we're in combat. Now we're good, right? Yeah. We got the thingy. There we go. Okay. It's weird little contraptions. Kind of cool though. Okay. Fresh. Oh, no, that was not on the spell. That's the one I meant to do. Stone it to death. Throw boulders at it. Why? I don't know. Hot. And the hot for you too. And we have a cutscene. This must be the last. Yes. Big baddie. Alright. Crack our knuckles. No, gotcha. There we go. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to heal you by hand. Nope. Oh, that wasn't that much damage. Oh, I guess that was kind of that damage. What is he doing? Oh, can't turn it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, there we go. Oops. That. Almost down. Oops. Okay. Okay. Everybody's got hot. We're all good. Almost down. Here we go. To the dungeons 5. Achievement level? Woohoo! Down you go. Nah. Interesting trumpet sounds. Okay. hoffe not. Okay. I will give that to you. And I will read that. Okay, cool. Q. Oh, it's like comes.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, what do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
6.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Enough, Jerome. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we? You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here.
That's a very bloody
You know
axe.
the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiark, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
Looks like Orion. It really looks like Orion. The eyes. Often says, all things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world, they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Right, and with that, I have come to the time of which I need to go and pick up my friends, my buddies, my dependents, and peoples. Let me see here. I can do this. I can do it. There we go. Perfect. So, yep. I am going to sign off and say adieu. And click this beautiful little raid channel button. See what I see. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Gotta make sure it's English. Should be English. Anything at form should be English. Okay, here we go. What's this? Is this in English? I might come back to that one. So let's try that again. Bump. Let's see, this one will give, I think it gives the share the love thing, which if you watch it, then you'll get an emote. So let's rate this one. If you stick with it, you'll get an emote, so that would be cool. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, let's rate these guys. Or this dude. This may take a moment.
I guess I died because I...
Here we go.